Welcome everybody to the Daytona Road 40 laps here tonight for the National iRacing League's Full Speed Fridays presented by GMS 3D. We're beginning qualifying with Chase Berry getting ready to take the green. Beginning his first lap. Good save there by Chase Berry. Got a little sideways coming out of the turn one. He got a little bit of the grass there. Heading out on the big part of the Daytona Speedway. This would be NASCAR turn one. Heading out on the big track out through the chicane. Here he is through the NASCAR chicane. Getting ready to complete his first lap. Chase Berry, top of the board. Right along with Kevin Bernheimer through the NASCAR chicane. Right along with Keith Fonseca. Keith's always got the nice clean paint jobs. He's very minimal with his paints. Direct and to the point. Through NASCAR 3 and 4 into the NASCAR chicane. Right along with Matthew Wheeler. Number 64 Mustang. Matthew 7th fastest. Ryan's just now getting onto the track, so we'll follow along with him in a second. But here is Bobby Anderson. Bobby looking to jump to the top of the board. He was fast last night with the trucks. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Riding along with Bo Ross, the Squishmallows entry. Got another minute and a half of qualifying left. Ryan Johnson yet to make a lap. He's still trying to complete a lap, I should say. Do the backstretch chicane out onto the NASCAR turn 3. Do the NASCAR chicane. Looking to get a lap in. Fourth fastest for Ryan. Here comes Thomas Myers, Bo Ross. Bo Ross 13th fastest. 20 seconds left. Here comes Timothy Cook, looking to get on the board. So far, 17 drivers have taken a lap, put down a qualifying lap, and he ran out of time right before the line. All right, we'll look at our starting grid. DJ Trout, Kevin Bernheimer, your fastest qualifiers. DJ Trout starting on the pole. Chase Berry, Ryan Johnson starting third and fourth inside the second row. Chase Berry only made a few laps right before qualifying began. Luke Smith, Keith Fonseca make up row 3. Row 4's Garrett Sidnor and Cam Barnes. Row 5, Matthew Wheeler and Jeff Ramsdell. Joe Turkle and Michael Gitchell make up row 6. Row 7, Bo Ross and Wally Babb. Larry Eberhart and Joe Brewer make up row 8. And row 9, Michael Fagone and Timothy Cook. Jeff Radke and Andrew Turner make up row 10, with row 11, Michael Dow and Richard Crane. Corey Stahl, Patrick Anderson make up row 12. Bobby Anderson and Kevin Droney make up row 13, and starting shotgun on the field, Jonathan Herbert. There's your field gridding up. We got 27 drivers tonight. Good field for the road course. Talking to the drivers, There are going to get about 13 laps to a tank, so they might be able to do it on 2 stops. Hi, Johnny Williams. Thanks for watching along with us. Thanks to all your viewers out there, both on Facebook and YouTube. And DJ Trout is off. The pace car is leading him down. Good starting position for Kevin Bernheimer. Chase Berry. Last night we had a little bit of a hiccup going into turn 1 with the trucks. Hopefully we can get through turn 1 cleaner tonight. Pace car is going to be dropping off. DJ Trout leading them to green. Green flag is out. And they go through turn 1. Go Tiny Horse, April Orth in the chat. Everybody making it through. Little bet challenge for the lead. Up front, Timothy Cook rooting for number 5. Yeah, we wish you were out there too. Also, Johnny, hope your back is feeling better next week. Kevin Bernheimer trying to challenge DJ Trout for the lead. Off track. Joe Turkle off track. And Michael Gitchell, Jeff Ramsdell. Jeff Ramsdell doing victory donuts. Let's go back and see what happened there. Oh, just lost of traction is all it was. Jonathan Herbert off track. DJ Trout continuing to lead the race. Right now, Kevin Bernheimer is getting pressure from behind with Chase Berry. These three are breaking away from 4th place of Luke Smith. We'll follow along with Patrick Anderson and Corey Stahl tonight as they had a small penalty that they're trying to overcome. DJ Trout with the Fruity Pebbles car, your race leader. There's Timothy Cook, the Sour Patch Kids. number 5. A little action right here. Wally Babb a little sideways. This is for 12th, 13th, and 14th. There's Joe Turkel trying to get around Joel Brewer. Back up front, Kevin Bernheimer challenging for the lead. Meanwhile, Ryan Johnson's gotten around Luke Smith for 4th. Heavy battle back here for 6th between Keith Fonseca, Garrett Sidnor, and Cam Barnes. Bobby Anderson was able to get around Bo Ross for 13th. Oop, Joel Brewer sideways. Andrew Turner spinning. Jeff Ramsdell able to take advantage of all of them. Moving up at the 17th spot. Back up front, Kevin Bernheimer looking to get around DJ Trout. Trout, your race leader. Challenge for the lead. Kevin Bernheimer around DJ Trout. Ryan Johnson sideways. What happened to Ryan? Let's find out. He just caught the turtle. I was told pre-race that them turtles are not forgiving to these cars. And as you can see, they did not forgive Ryan Johnson there. Kevin Bernheimer continuing to lead the race. Jeff Ramsdell continued to march forward after his early mishaps. He's trying to rebound. He's up to 16th. Larry Everhart, trying to save it. Save it, Larry. Save it, Larry. Oh, yeah, he did a decent job. Talked to a lot of drivers before the race, and they were all complaining about brake issues. That's the key of the race tonight is heavy braking and keeping the car steady under braking. Timothy Cook just moved up into the top 20. He's 19th. Getting around Joel Brewer. There's Patrick Anderson as we ride along with him. He's trying to march forward. Kevin Bernheimer continuing to lead. DJ Trout feeling the pressure behind him of Chase Berry. Tim Cook getting around Andrew Turner, moving up to 18th. I'm trying to bounce around to see where all the action's at. Like I mentioned earlier, the drivers all mentioned the braking problems and heavy braking, not locking up the tires. That's going to be the key to the race tonight. Thomas Myers getting around Michael Gitchell. Oh, Gitchell having some off-track issues. Oh, just missed a turn. Just missed it. Just a little bit. No biggie. He should be able to recover from that. Here's the battle for second. Chase Berry trying to get underneath TJ Trout going into turn one. There's a fourth place right there with Luke Smith. Garrett Sidnor riding there in fifth. There's Ryan Johnson going through the backstretch chicane, sitting in 8th position. Ryan was our truck race winner last night, so he can get around Daytona Road. He's got Cam Barnes right in front of him. Cam is sitting in 7th position. There's a pass for 7th. Timothy Cook up to 18th. Oh, a little off track there for Tim. Patrick Anderson's made his way up to 22nd position so far. But back up front, your race leaders, Kevin Bernheimer. There's Chase Berry running in second position. Matthew Wheeler's got Ryan Johnson closing in on him. Good run for Matthew Wheeler right now. He's running in sixth position. Ryan Johnson looking to move into that, take that sixth position from him. Battle right here between Joe Turkel and Thomas Myers for 13th. There's Ryan Johnson getting around Matthew Wheeler, bringing Cam Barnes along with them. This is 6th, 7th, and 8th. Matthew trying to get back around Cam Barnes. Not wanting to give up position up too easily. So 13 laps is the ticket. So we're going to find out here really soon if drivers think they can do this race on 2 pit stops or if they will do it in one, breaking it up into 10 lap segments or 13 lap segments. There's Bobby Anderson getting around his teammate Wally Babb for 11th. They got Jeff Radke right in front of them in 10th. Threat level midnight guys. Taking the league by storm. A lot of great drivers on this team. They bring the heat on Thursday nights. Ryan Johnson still sitting in 6th position. Wally Babb getting around Bobby Anderson. Threat level midnight motorsports in the chat, rooting on their teammates. What happened to Keith? Looks like he made a. He missed the NASCAR chicane, but hey, that's one way to pass them. Leaders are coming into lap traffic. Michael Fagone getting out of their way. Oh, Michael Fagone's spinning out there, coming onto the NASCAR 1. This is the toughest part of the track that drivers were talking about getting onto that oval. It was a good bus stop for Chase Berry. Chase has really closed the gap. He's getting around. There's the battle for the lead. Chase Berry will lead this lap. Kevin Droney did pit, but everybody else is staying out. So they must believe they can do this on 2 pit stops. Bernheimer not going away. Wally Babb is with his march to the front, moving into the top 10. I talked to him before the race. He said no right front damage now. Bo Ross sitting there in 14th position. Oh, Bernheimer got around Chase Berry. No stage cautions tonight. Oh, Brian Johnson back up into the top 5. Bernheimer continuing to lead this race. No pit takers yet. Whoa! Good save by Bernheimer. But that's going to open the door for Chase Berry to get around him on the outside going into that chicane. They're at the end of their tire run, their fuel run. They're just trying to get to that next set of tires. Oh. With Chase Berry through the grass there. That opens the door for Kevin Bernheimer to take back that lead. Right in front of them is Kevin Droney. Kevin Droney sitting 21st. He's going to open up the door for the leaders. Jeff Anderson, or Patrick Anderson passing Jeff Ramsdell. If Jeff Ramsdell is pitting, you know that they can't make it. Chase Berry continuing to battle with Kevin Bernheimer. Luke Smith pitting, as well as Ryan Johnson. These two drivers are trying to stretch it as long as they can. They're ducking down pit lane now. Oh, DJ Trout ran out of fuel. He had to tow. That's tough for DJ Trout. Where's Garrett Sidnor at? He's heading down pit lane also. As well as Keith Fonseca. Matthew Wheeler. Jeff Radke. Luke Smith, he pitted a lap ago. See where he shakes out. Bernheimer still leading. Chase Berry right behind him. Luke Smith a second back. Or 7 seconds back, I'm sorry. With Ryan Johnson sitting and moved up to 4th. Oh, Kevin Bernheimer having a little bit of an issue. Let's find out what happened with Kevin. His cold tires coming right out of the pits. Locked up that right front. Didn't stop, got into the grass. Opened the door for Chase Berry to take over that race lead. There's DJ Trout getting out of the pits. He's fell back to 14th after running out of fuel. Patrick Anderson coming out of the pits. Oh, Chase Berry had something happen. Let's see if we can't find it. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, Kevin Bernheimer's got a 2-second gap on him now. Keith moved up to 6th. With the two race leaders having issues, Luke Smith has been able to close that gap. He's dropped it down to 3.5 seconds. Oh, Keith Fonseca in the grass. Tough break for Keith. He had a good run going. I'm sure he'll be able to rebound, but currently fell back to 11th position. Patrick Anderson has moved up to 18th, and Corey Stahl up to 22nd. With DJ Trout having that pitting issue. Keith Fonseca taking it down pit lane. As well as Joe Turkel. Chase Berry's closed that gap back up on Kevin Bernheimer. A little bit of issue with the lap car there. Let's go back and find out what happened with Kevin Bernheimer in that lap car. He locked up the tires. Just locked up the tires and slid into them. Lucas Smith looking to get around these lapped cars now. That's Tim Cook. Timothy Cook is sitting 19th. Next driver just ahead of these guys will be Kevin Droney in 17th. Oh, Joe Brewer off track. Oh, Luke Smith just had a little bit of an issue. He locked up his right front tire, got in the grass like Kevin did right out of the pits. Ooh, he got into that outside, that tire barrier. Lap cars got around him. Kevin Droney with a little off track there. Looks like he's having some steering issues. So back and see what happened to Kevin Droney. Goes into the International Horseshoe. Just misses it. Oh, hard into the wall. Michael Gitchell is the next driver. He's sitting 16th right now. GMS 3D, home of all your 3D printing needs. Got to thank GMS 3D. They were able to work with them, and my company was able to get some parts together for us. So thank you to Michael Gitchell doing that, and he's off track as I did that. The battle right now, though, is between these two, Kevin Bernheimer and Chase Berry. Joe Turkel and Corey Stahl battling for 20th position. Patrick Anderson is your next driver that these leaders have their sights set on. He's sitting in 15th position. Oh, battle between Bobby Anderson and Matthew Wheeler and Wally Babb. DJ Trout, Bo Ross, and Keith Fonseca. This is 11th, 12th, and 13th. Luke Smith and Ryan Johnson here. These guys are battling for third. There's Kevin Bernheimer right there, your race leader. Patrick Anderson sitting there in 15th position. Got a car off in the grass back there. Michael Fagone in the 13 off in the grass. Timothy Cook and Kevin Droney looking to get around him. Oh, what happened to our second place driver? Just misses it. Gets into the outside retaining wall. The tire barrier. That opens the door for Luke Smith to jump into second. There's your battle right there between Luke Smith, Chase Berry, and Ryan Johnson, second, third, and fourth. This race just got interesting. Luke Smith, the Purple Crush. Missing his brother Kermit tonight. Oh, and Chase Berry had another spin coming out of the chicane. There's your battle for second still. DJ Trout just got around Keith Fonseca for 11th. Oh, Joe Turco looks like he was having some off track excursions. Heavy impact for Joe Turco. Looks like Patrick Anderson went a lap down, so we're looking at Jeff Ramsdell to be the next driver, the last driver on the lead lap. And then number 97, he's got Kevin Bernheimer right there in his rearview mirror, though. He's closing the gap. Michael Gitchell off track. Kevin Bernheimer, your race leader. He's led the most laps so far tonight. Consistently right there has been Luke Smith. Ryan Johnson looking to recover from an early mishap. Chase Berry battling for that lead for the longest time. Now finds himself sitting in fourth. Garrett Sidnor hiding there in fifth, waiting to make his move for the final run. Sitting there in sixth is Cam Barnes. Black Rifle Coffee Machine, quiet tonight. Jeff Radke sitting there in seventh position. Quietly just moving forward. Wally Babb just hanging out. Ninth position, Bobby Anderson. I love that ride. The Cowmobile. Bobby Anderson heading down pit lane. Matthew Wheeler, 10th position. DJ Trout, after having pit stop woes, finds himself sitting in 11th. Keith Fonseca, 12th. Interesting fact with Keith Fonseca, he can probably make it here on one more pit stop. Bo Ross, 13th position. Lackluster day for Bo Ross, as he hasn't had too many off the track excursions. Jeff Ramsdell, 14th. Patrick Anderson rebounding to 15th. Timothy Cook sitting in 16th with the awesome Sour Patch Kids ride. Larry Eberhart, 17th. Corey Stahl, 18th. Michael Gitchell, 19th. With Joe Brewer, 20th. Joe Turco, Turco Customs, number 15, sitting in 21st position. Oh, Kevin Droney, Pork Chop, 22nd. Andrew Turner, Michael Fagan. Then back to your race leader, Kevin Bernheimer. Garrett Sidnor now in second as we start in our pit cycle. Here comes Ryan Johnson and Luke Smith out of the pits. I don't know if these guys will be able to make it from here. Yeah, they probably will. They probably will be able to make it from here. It'll be close. Chase Berry's falling back to 8th position. Wally Babb and Jeff Radke, there's 4th and 5th. With Ryan Johnson and Luke Smith right hot on their tail. Everybody else heading down pit lane. That moves Luke Smith and Ryan Johnson into the 2nd and 3rd. Inside Joe Turkel going through this chicane. Riding along with him through the tri-oval. Into turn 1. Michael Fagon locking up the brakes in front of him. Oh, stay on track, Joe. That's through turn 1. This will be the kink. And then to the International Horseshoe. Hard right-hand turn. Harder than that, Joe. Out of the grass, Joe. Come on. Come on, Joe. All right. I'm trying to give people a ride along, Joe. Come on, you're not participating with me. All right. Left-hander here. Into the Western Horseshoe. Right-hand turn here. Hard on the gas. Then hard on the brake with this hard left-hander onto, out of the infield onto the NASCAR's turn 1. High speed here. This is the high speed section of the track. Into the bus stop chicane. Quick into the gas. Up onto the NASCAR's turn 3 and 4. High speed here. To the NASCAR chicane. Now, NASCAR uses this chicane. They do not use this for the IMSA Daytona 24 race. And that's a lap around with Joe Turkel. Meanwhile, Ryan Johnson has gotten around Luke Smith. Patrick Anderson has gotten around Jeff Ramsdell. Moved up to 13th. Right behind him is Ryan Johnson and Luke Smith. Matthew Wheeler, top 10 right now. Keith Fonseca, final pit stop. Here's your battle, though, for second. Ryan Johnson and Luke Smith. Great run for threat level. You got Jeff Radke and Wally Babb and Bobby Anderson. 5th, 6th, and 7th. And Corey Stahl rebounding up to 17th. Bo Ross and Kevin Gironi coming out of the pits. That's going to put them Bo Ross a lap down. There's your race leader, Kevin Bernheimer. Luke Smith, great run today. Joel Brewer, steady, running 18th. Oh, Michael Fagone having a rough go of it. Gitchell sitting on pit lane. Trying to find the battles. Right here, Cam Anderson, Cam Barnes, Bobby Anderson, Garrett Sidnor, Wally Babb. That's the best battle on the track. This is for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Jeff Radke just in front of these guys. You don't want no part of this. I believe Bobby Anderson will have to pit one more time. He's sitting in 7th. He's got a. I don't think he's going to be able to make it the whole race. But the rest of these guys should be good. Jeff Ramsdell heading down pit lane for his last pit stop of the night. There's Keith Fonseca. He's running 11th. DJ Trout on pit lane for his last pit stop. Just fuel only for DJ Trout. I suspect that's what you're going to see with Bobby Anderson here shortly. A fuel only stop. There's Jeff Radke in the number 3. Wally Babb close behind him. Cam Barnes. It's 4th, 5th, and 6th. There's Joel Brewer off track. Patrick Anderson has moved up to 12th. And there's Bobby Anderson. Fuel only stop. Off he goes. Cam Barnes and Wally Babb battling for 5th position. Great run for Wally tonight. He almost had that win last week at Daytona, the oval. The big question is, can Luke Smith and Ryan Johnson... Oh, there's Luke hitting pit lane now. I was just going to say, are they going to be able to make it? Ryan Johnson staying out. But they've been pretty consistent. Joe Turkel off track again. You got that part of the track, Joe. Luke Smith still in third position. Oh, what happened to Michael Gitchell? He just celebrating. Oh, I can tell you what happened there is poor Gitchell. He had from the donut that he did, it heated up his tires, and so it was when the tires are hot, they are harder to. It's harder to brake, and he missed his braking point that next turn. There's Ryan Johnson getting around Thomas Myers. Going through the NASCAR chicane. Will Ryan Johnson hit pit road now? No, he will stay out. There's the battle right here for fifth. Wally Babb and Cam Barnes. This is for fifth and sixth. Oh, Barnes locks it up into the grass. Not too much damage, but a lot of time lost. That opens door for Wally Babb. I think Ryan Johnson might be the only driver that still will have to pit to make it the rest of the way. I think everybody else will be good. Well, 5 laps to go. There's Ryan Johnson heading down pit lane now. Splash to go. Jeff Radke's able to get around Ryan Johnson there. Jeff Radke. Your top three. Luke Smith, Jeff Radke, and Kevin Bernheimer. Keith Fonseca running 11th. There's Patrick Anderson in 12th. And Thomas Myers Bo Ross in 13th. Four laps to go. I will say it will be close for Jeff Radke, Wally Babb, and Garrett Sidnor on whether they're going to be able to make it the rest of the way. It will be close, but I think they will be able to as long as they've been, mindful of saving enough fuel to get to the end. Here comes Keith Fonseca into your picture. Riding along there with Luke Smith following along with him. Cam Barnes and Bobby Anderson for 7th. Everybody's so spread out that there's not too many battles anywhere. This is the closest battle all the track, the whole track. Cam Barnes locks up his brakes going in that western horseshoe. 2 laps to go for your leader, Kevin Bernheimer. Coming out of NASCAR 4 into the NASCAR chicane. Oh, Wally Babb sideways. Losing some spots. Last lap for Kevin Bernheimer. To the NASCAR, or I'm sorry, through the turn 1 into the kink. He's got Keith Fonseca directly in front of him. Keith is in 11th position, the last car on the lead lap. Ryan Johnson just got around Wally Babb. Wally Babb had to pit. These drivers having to pit. Garrett Sidnor will have to pit also. Nope, he's going to try it. He's going to try it. There's your race leader, Kevin Bernheimer. Through NASCAR 3 and 4 for the last time. Coming out of 4, one last chicane between him and the finish line. Kevin Bernheimer put on a clinic tonight. Your race winner, the number 28 Ford Mustang, Kevin Bernheimer. Luke Smith is running second. Luke Smith with a second place finish. Ryan Johnson. Wally Babb, great run for Wally. There's Jeff Radke in 5th. Garrett Sidnor and Cam Barnes, 6th and 7th. Bobby Anderson. DJ Trout, 9th. There's 10th place Matthew Wheeler. And Keith Fonseca, your last car on the lead lap. See, if he was smart, he would have just pulled over and let Keith or Kevin lap him right before the start-finish line so he wouldn't have to make that extra lap. And there's your race winner, Kevin Bernheimer. Burning them down. See if we can't get Ryan Johnson, Luke Smith, and Kevin Bernheimer into the broadcast booth with us. Let's see if we can get Kevin. We got Kevin here. Hey, Kevin, you got a copy?
I got you. How you doing?
Oh man, what a race you put forth tonight!
It was a good one, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, Threat Level Midnight Motorsports put in the chat that you smoked the field, and you definitely did that.
Yeah, it was a good one. Ended up saving a little gas there in the second stint, so I could make it to the end there and whatnot. So it all worked out well.
Yeah, we talked about that pre-race. And I want to think that that would might have been my idea there.
Yeah, you had something to do with it. It was, at
No,
one point, when me and Chase were racing there, he asked me, what's up with the fuel? We're gonna make it, right? I was like, well, we got to save a lap at some point, and then he dropped back, and then that's when he wrecked. And it's harder. It's harder trying to save gas, because you're coasting into the corners, and then your braking points change, and you blow a corner, and that's about got me a couple times. So
yeah,
yeah, definitely good.
yeah. Well, I know DJ Trout that first stage he tried stretching it and he ran out of fuel, so he had to tow.
Oh yeah, I mean it was tight. It could have, almost. I wouldn't have been that tight because it was a pace lap, but I mean it was an extra half a lap pace, and he
Yeah,
wanted me to get back to the flag, so he was trying to go 14 and a half laps. When I came into the pits, I had a tenth of a gallon left on that second stunt.
yeah, yeah. Well, man, what a great showing you to put forth tonight. I know you like Daytona Road. It's probably one of your favorite tracks on iRacing as far as road courses go.
Yeah, I don't. It is one of the decent road course ones. I think just whatever tracks you got the most laps at, we got a ton of laps there, so
Yeah.
it just gets easier and easier as you get more laps.
All right. Well, we got a bye week next week, but I think we're at Kansas. What do you got for Kansas?
I like Kansas. I always run good at Kansas in the trucks, at least. I don't know. We'll see what we got for the Cup cars.
Yeah. So one of our league rules, it's kind of like throwback to Saturday Night Short Track, is where the race winner from the previous week gets an EOL for the next week. You going to be able to overcome that one at Kansas?
I'll give it a shot, but I'll definitely take the UL to get the win, so
Heck yeah.
that's no problem.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. We look forward to talking to you again in the future here in the as in the victory circle.
All right, sounds good. I'll
Oh,
try to get back
I'm
here.
sorry, I didn't ask you. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Thank you for putting it on, and the good Lord for keeping me alive, and that's about it.
All right, man. Well, congratulations again, and like I said, we'll talking to you in victory circle again sometime soon.
All right, thank you.
Yep, that was Kevin Bernheimer, your first place driver. Let's see if we can't bring in Luke Smith. Hey, Luke, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
All right, man. Well, you and Ryan had a nice little battle. It's like you guys can't separate from each other, can you?
Oh no, we both keep making mistakes together, you know. One makes a mistake and then the other one follows up by making a mistake, puts us back together.
Yeah, yeah. All right, man. Well, you put together a pretty decent. I mean, it didn't seem like anybody had too much for Kevin tonight, but for the most part, you had a really fast hot rod.
Yeah, I think I had something for him if I didn't screw up all the time. But for what this car is, I'm pretty proud of the run we put together. It definitely was not easy, and there's definitely a lot of pressure from when DJ and Chase were up there, and then I got Ryan behind me, and then I'm passing Chase because Chase and I are both making mistakes. To make the mistakes that I made and still come away P2, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, yeah. I would be ecstatic to get a P2 at Daytona Road myself. But anyways, nice run tonight. You got anybody you'd like to thank while you're sitting here?
first off, I'd like to thank you guys for putting on this league on Friday nights and Thursday nights. The Thursday night races are fun too. Uh, in my opinion, but it's probably just because I was running up front. You know, they cleaned up this week, but that's just my opinion. Um, you for putting on the broadcast, it's great. I'd like to shout out my girlfriend. She had a rough day today. Her cat was put down, so I was coming out trying to win it, so that, you know, put a bright spot in a rather sad day. But I mean, I'd also like to shout out the guys at Purple Frog Sim Sports. We're a strong team. We finished pretty good tonight. I think we had second, third, sixth, and seventh, and ninth as well. So it's solid.
Yeah, yeah, very good. Thank you for coming out here and participating every week. We'll see you next time at Kansas. How about that?
Yeah, I hope to see you in the booth then again.
All right, sounds good. That was Luke Smith, your second place driver tonight. And we'll see if we can't get Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson, you got a copy?
I do.
All right, man. Well, normally I'm talking to you, but and it's because you won the race, and so talk about tonight's race for you. And
Wasn't too bad. I just kept screwing up most of the race. I couldn't get away from the turtles and mistakes on my end. I screwed up braking a couple times, and it's fun racing with Luke there for a while though. And after I did spin out I think the first time, had a lot of ground to make up, but it was fun trying to get around people and yeah, just screwed up on my own. That's about
yeah,
it.
yeah. I noticed early on that you had some contact with them turtles, and I was told before the race that them turtles are not very forgiving for these cars.
Oh my God, no! If you saw mine in the NASCAR chicane, I hit it like 3 times trying to get turned around because I lost track of it. And
Oh, we were
God,
watching.
oh great, yeah, I got launched in the air a couple times. At the the bus stop one, I thought I saw the sky and then the ground and then the sky again.
Well, that's a normal lap for me. All right, man. Well, while I got here, how has your road to pro journey been going?
Yeah, about that good.
All right.
I mean, it's been this. I say it all the time. It's why I don't run too many officials, but I think I need to run them more so I know who to stay away from.
yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
yeah, we've been. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's only one Dave Gilbert. You gotta stay away from that guy.
Well, I could stay away from that guy. He's not the one that's a problem.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he is a problem.
Well, I know how to get around him, so
Yeah.
that he's not that problem.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, you got anybody while you're sitting here? Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, the admins, sponsors for this league, you for broadcasting, my teammates at Purple Frog, um, everybody tuning in and watching, and Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on that top 3. And we'll see you. Hopefully, we'll talk to you next week at not next week. We don't have an off week next week, but the following week at Kansas.
That, and I will see you tomorrow too.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Later.
That was Ryan Johnson, driver of the number 39 Chevrolet. And so we're gonna go to our results. Kevin Bernheimer, your race winner, with Luke Smith finishing second, Ryan Johnson third, fourth, Wally Babb and Jeff Radke, Garrett Sidnor, Cam Barnes, Bobby Anderson, DJ Trout, and Matthew Wheeler, your top 10. 11th was Keith Fonseca. Patrick Anderson battled back to 12th. Bo Ross, Timothy Cook, good run for Timothy Cook. Jeff Ramsdale, Corey Stahl, nice run for Corey Stahl. Larry Eberhart, Joe Turkle, Joe Brewer, and Michael Fagone, 20th. Kevin Gironi, Chase Berry finished 22nd. Michael Gitchell, Andrew Turner, Richard Crane, Jonathan Herbert, and Michael Dow rounding out your field. Like we mentioned earlier, there's no race next week. It's St. Patrick's Day, so we will see you guys in 2 weeks at Kansas.